Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying what you are hearing. Now, on to today's story. My 22M fiance, 21F, caught up with a friend and questioned our engagement. Advice. Hey all, edit, we have been together for 3 years. My fiancée didn't physically cheat on me, but she became emotionally invested with a guy she used to have feelings for. In November, I discovered that she was sending him selfies of her outfits for work, photos of what we were doing, such as carving pumpkins for Halloween, and texting non-stop throughout the workday, mainly about pointless stuff. One night she asked if we could watch a show on Netflix, which I later found out he was mentioning in their conversation. The last message he sent revealed how he felt for me fiancé and said it's in your court now. My fiancé responded with something like, oh wow. That's a lot to take in. I need to figure out what I'm doing here, but until then we shouldn't talk. She then took a screenshot of the convo and sent it to her best friend. Who said, whoa, what are you going to do? This is not the first time she messaged this guy. Last year she was catching up with him too. She told him she liked him, but is with me and thought her feelings were wrong. I found out about the texts. She turned off notifications for his messages on iMessage and Facebook. I confronted her. She said she knew it would hurt me, but she did it anyway. I asked for the ring back, and went to my parents for a week. After talking to friends, who told me to end it since this wasn't the first time, I said I have to give it one final chance and see what she does, and we have been trying to work through things since. I am seeing a counselor and so is she. We want to do couples therapy, but want to figure out what we want first. We talked about it again last night and she said she never flirted with him, yet she admitted she may have a little bit when I found out. I feel like I'm running in circles with her. I'm stress eating, grinding my teeth and struggling to forgive. This wasn't the first time with the guy and she said it wouldn't happen again last time. I am scared for our future and she's always saying she loves me. I feel like it's because she got caught though and almost lost me. Any advice is welcome. I am scared this would have led to physical cheating at some point. TLDR, fiancé was catching up with a friend. They texted all week and she hid the convos. He confessed he wanted a relationship and she has to think things through. Update, my 22M fiancé, 21F, caught up with a friend and began to question our engagement. Update. Edit, I can no longer comment on the post. Too many replies, I guess. I have read everyone's comments thus far. Thank you all for the words of encouragement and support. To those that reached out in the DMs, thank you as well. Original story, thank you all for the advice. I know many of you said I would not take it, but I did. Yesterday I went on my ex's computer and found a conversation from a year ago with her friend that I did not know about. Talking about dreams, weird flirty banter and discussions about pop culture that I thought I got her into. Hindsight, it all lines up. She knew I'm 2019, that there was something there and was not sure how she felt then. We were still dating at that point and not engaged. I also found out she was wanting to break up with me 4 weeks ago. She also broke my boundary of social distancing and saw a friend who has been in contact with someone with COVID. Opinions aside, she never told me, and my family had a few high-risk people. We talked last night. I told her about my new findings and said it's over. She needs to explore her feelings for the other guy, who looks half as good as me and is nowhere near financially stable. She agreed and I got the ring back. After lots of tears I started to discuss the lease and finances. She's shitting bricks, as 80% of our things are mine or my family. She had been using my car and relied on me to get our apartment. Even with a roommate, she will struggle. I wish nothing bad to happen to her, but she should have thought about all that before questioning our relationship. I have to quarantine until I can move back to my parents for now. It's a weird limbo. It sucks, but I see the light at the end. I'm sad about the good memories, but know if this didn't happen, she's explore feelings with other guys if we did get married. Have a great boss who told me to take the next few days off, and great friends who have been talking me through this. I'm thankful for COVID, as it caused a delay in our wedding which would have been 1 week before D-Day. Thank you for the support on Reddit. We all know we deserve better, and I know there's someone out there who will love me unconditionally. Now time to heal. Peace and love. Update 3, my 22M fiance, 21F, caught up with a friend and began to question our engagement. Update. Been a while since my last post. Wanted to drop an update to show it gets better. Our apartment lease ended last month. We were able to break the lease with little to no penalty. It was a huge breath of fresh air once that was all settled. She took most of our things and left a little bit of a mess, but hey, it all worked out. We have been 90% no contact since, only talking about lease updates and arranging pickups for personal belongings. This was the best way to go. It got difficult at times, but it has allowed me to focus on growing myself more. I'm really excited to start this new chapter. My family celebrated with some A5 Wagyu steak from Japan. My savings have already increased tremendously, and I only took a $3,000 or so hit on the wedding/engagement stuff. A small price to pay in the scheme of life, lot cheaper than a divorce. I'm working out again, getting back into old hobbies, enjoying time with family, and hope to get back into meeting people once COVID dissipates. Better year, got news of a new promotion at work. Once you get out of the fog, it's amazing how things can turn around. If you're young and not married, I cannot stress this enough, move on. It has been so much better in 2 months by ending things than the 2 months of trying to fix things. Thanks for all the support in this thread. My heart goes out to all of you who are struggling through infidelity. I hope my story can show you the hope you need, and always feel free to reach out. Cheers. Also, side note, how long did those who started dating take to make that jump? I know it differs person to person, but I'm curious to hear about your timelines. I for one think 6 months after D-Day in my circumstance is sufficient. I'm feeling confident about things, but want to focus on myself for a while longer. Edit, someone asked about the car situation. Right before we broke up, she was driving my car. She got in an accident, no one was hurt. The insurance company gave me a nice check for the total loss, she wasn't at fault. So I went and bought the car we had been looking at getting after our wedding. She was not happy when she found out. Some of y'all wanted the original posts. Congratulations on your new journey op. Never settle for less. It's refreshing to see a person with enough self-respect to not stay with someone who doesn't love or respect them. In the meantime, I'd just concentrate on yourself and do what makes you happy. I'd also seriously take a sabbatical from dating for a while. From what I hear, the options available aren't that great. I wish I had the superpower to reach my hand across the internet and slap some sense into folks who say I have to give my cheater one final chance. Smile, I was one of those that said I want to give it a chance, then I realized what I wanted was not necessarily what someone else wanted. They may say it, but words don't always have intent. It's a journey. Some find it quickly, others it takes a lifetime. I'm still working on that pit through TCP/IP application. One day it'll make me rich, but today is not that day. Dating after betrayal will be different to everyone. I won't date, and it's been over 3 years for me, but that's a conscious choice I made. I was married for 10 years and lost the baby I was carrying when I found out he was cheating, so for me there is a huge amount of loss I am still working through. Go by how you feel, dip your toes in the dating pool, and if it feels good then do it. If you still feel not ready then wait. Sometimes we can feel ready but don't know if we are until we go out on that first date. Thank you for your input. I like to dip your toes in, and if it doesn't feel right it's easy to pull out. I'm deeply sorry for the losses you have been through and hope you are able to overcome. I'm glad you're doing great buddy, now get jacked, tan and juicy as duck. Ha ha ha. I'll be fine with getting rid of the man boobs, they're a slight cup, but they can use some toning. That'll bump up my game and feel better about tanning on the beach. 2-year fog for me, but I'm in the same place. Hurrah for a new life, and it feels amazing and great to hear other stories like yours where people feel the same. Sharing bliss multiplies it. Thanks man, and good luck. Cherry blossom, literally oh Jesus. Ring by spring made me gag. Form of Fundy. If I go back to speak at my college, I've been invited to guest lecture at clubs already. I will have an elevator pitch on the floors of the Ring by Spring. Phew, you dodged a bullet my friend. You're way too young to get married. Guys your age are still trying to find themselves, make a foothold on their careers and hang out and have fun. I get you are not a kid, but don't be in such a rush to be so settled down with wife and children. Believe me, the older you get the faster time flies. Ask any middle-aged person on this. Who knows how much the two of you would change in 10 years anyway. Now you would have divorced with children and a house. Go out, have fun, live life, meet people, gain experiences, just be responsible while doing those things. Good luck. Agreed. Now that I am out of the college life, I realized I wasn't ready. My school had the motto Ring by Spring for senior year. It's a Christian school and I've realized that's not a great sell line to have. A handful of my friends got married and some are engaged. Some have kids and it blows my mind now.